You're leaving?
Just gonna go put this back.
I'm making some smoke today. Down there and up here. We're really good recyclers, as you can see. We send everything back up to the sun. I'm smoking in a pear pipe. It's got some nice carving on the front of it. My friend David Horton picked this up for me when he was in Israel with NATO or something. He's in the military. And in the pipe, I've got some, where's it again? Cherry, some cherry tobacco, again from Smoker's Pride.
I think we should just go to the dump.
What you doing, honey?
Cleaning up the yard.
Doing some spring cleaning?
Yeah.
Say hi to the guys.
Guys.
What you doing now?
Still cleaning.
Hello, my friends. Jason here. JD Silver. Sitting on my front porch. The sun is shining today and it's not snowing or raining, which is a wonderful thing. Got some chores done today. First I took a 2x4, cut about an 8-inch piece off it, and then put it through the bandsaw on it right diagonally, right from one corner to the other, lengthwise, to make 2 wedges, so that my 2 left and right monitors on either side of my center monitor of my computer just tilt up a little bit. For some reason those monitors don't have any pivot points, so I had to rig something up to prop them up. And I also took my chimney brush out to the pellet stove, went up the pellet stove stack, cleaned out all that gunk. We're getting rid of our pellet stove for next winter. We're going to switch to heat pumps to try to save some money. Pellets have got expensive, and I don't know, it's a bit of a pain in the neck having to keep the pellets stocked and keep an eye on the pot that it doesn't get full of clinkers. Our pellet stove is about 20 years old, so it's either replace it or spend maybe $500-600 on upgrading it, which doesn't make a lot of sense, or get rid of it altogether. And with the fan going in that room, it's in our we call the piano room, and that the fan going on there, it's loud, it's harder to talk in that room. That room is really the warmest room in the house, and the rest of the house is kind of cold. So it's time to stop with the pellet stove. Heat pump to the rescue. My friend across the street's going to set up with us with a heat pump for about 5,000 Canadian, I think, connected to our furnace, so it'll blow right through the whole house. That should make the temperature in the house consistent. Maybe I'll hate winter a little less. So that's one thing I did, the chimney. Another thing I did today was go down to the Home Hardware and buy a new thermostat for our camper, because the furnace isn't coming on properly, and we thought, well, maybe it's the thermostat. First I used electrical cleaner and sprayed it on the little rheostat, or whatever you call that slider. It seemed like things were fine as far as the fan switch coming on properly and all that. We put the new thermostat in, mean, it's a home thermostat, so it doesn't have the two settings for high fan and low fan. However, I just put the wire through one switch. High fan is probably all we need for now. However, that didn't solve the problem. It seems what's going on is the blower in the furnace isn't starting. And so until the blower goes for 1 minute, the igniter won't light the propane. I guess that's a safety feature. Probably makes sense. So I'm looking online on YouTube and stuff, how to fix that. A few people said I need to do a Fonzie thump on the furnace. Well, sure enough, Fonzie thump, and that blower started right up, and then the furnace worked. So that's the trick. Only problem is, after about 15 minutes, the fan goes off, and the only way to get it go back on is another Fonzie thump. So, what could be wrong? Bad connection, maybe? Bad wire in there? Maybe the capacitor. I think there's a capacitor in electric motors sometimes to help them start, give them a little boost of electricity. But I don't hear any like a motor that's trying to start. I don't know what it would be. If anybody knows anything about furnaces in campers, RVs, leave a mention in the comments of what I could try. I don't really want to replace the motor. I don't know. First, I don't know how I'd get it out of that little tiny spot. I'd have to take the whole furnace out. I saw some people online saying that I should consider replacing the furnace, and I'm like, or no, sorry. A few people online were saying that take it all apart, clean everything, put it back together. I don't really want to do that if I don't have to, because I don't know how I'm going to get it out. So I did that today. Burned some garbage, as you just saw. My wife wants me to hang up curtain rods in our back porch. The honeydew lists. But when the wife's happy, then everybody's happy, so I'll do what she asks. And my friend Preston had to cancel yesterday, so I wasn't able to do the little interview with him. However, I have a new friend from Romania. I think get his name right. Sylvania, Sylvani. I forget now exactly how to say it. He is what is his handle on the YTPC? Bad nightmare, pipe smoker, something like that. Apparently, he had a nightmare that his pipes got broken or he stepped on one or something. So anyway, we chatted a little bit today. And we really hit it off. We have a lot of things in common, which shouldn't surprise us, really. We're both musicians, and we both love etymology. It's like one of my favorite topics, and we're both pipe smokers. So, be fun conversation. I'll try to video that and post that at some time this week. And tonight I'm going out with my wife for dinner with some friends. And what else is on today? That might be it. I think I might have the rest of the day to just enjoy slightly warmer weather and pipe smoking. One of the things I love about living in a small town like this, I decided to go for a little walk around the block. You can only go about 10 steps, and somebody waves at you from their car. Some neighbor stops their chainsaw on. You can hear the chainsaw in the background. To chat with how things are going, waving at people. Just talked to a guy about a new gate he put in. I was complimenting him on the handiwork he did. Isn't that lovely? Like, that's kind of, I think, what attracts a lot of people to the YTPC is the community. Getting to know people on a deeper level. Right? Well, even if it's on a deeper level, feeling like you belong to a group, feeling like you have a tribe. I think that's really, it's probably one of the reasons people tend to live longer if they're married, or, they say men live longer if they're married, or people claim to be more happy if they're in a church. It may have to do with their faith, and it probably has a big part to do with it, but I think it has a lot to do with the community you're in too. I'm walking because my hip is so sore. It starts down around my left ankle bone and kind of goes up around my knee and then right up into my hip joint. It's very painful. Somebody honking at me? Well, it seems like if I walk a bit, it gets it limbered up. I guess it's a sign of being in my 54th year. Oh, look at that. Plants coming up already. In the spring. I don't really have anything else to say, and I don't want to waste your afternoon watching me, so we'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.